One on each corner. We'll get ready to go feed the fishies. Wipe my lens off, hang on. There we go. That's a little better. There's the sunset. We're not fishing today. I had hand surgery. So we're just gonna feed the fishies today. That's all. We're getting ready to feed the fish in my backyard. I got a little bit of cat food, a little bit of fish food. I got a little bit of everything. Usually I come out here and catch fish at the evening time, but today I'm feeding my fish in my backyard. I had hand surgery today, so I can't fish today or tomorrow or probably a week or two, so I'm doing what's called a sunset feed instead of a sunset fishing feed. I'm just throwing out cat food and fish food all up and down the canal here, or along my seawall rather. We just go all the way down usually with it. I had my left hand done already, so today was my right hand. My left hand was done back in August. There's my bird waiting for his fish, but I can't give him no fish, unfortunately. He's just gonna have to be teased, I guess. I will appreciate it, call Jeffy and Alpha. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll get feeling better. Carpal tunnel is what it is. It's an easy surgery. It ain't nothing super bad, but you just can't get it wet. Can't lift anything over 5 pounds. So having to do stuff with my left hand, it kind of sucks. So I'm right-handed. I didn't feed them yesterday, so I figured they'd be pretty hungry. I figured my alligator would come out. I haven't seen him for about a week. That's a cool little sight, a little alligator come out. We got a small one, we got a big one. A couple big ones actually, but a couple of them hasn't came out for a while. Say hello, Blue. Say hi, Blue. Well, I usually fish. Lie. I usually fish, but I had hand surgery, so I'm not fishing for a couple of weeks. But I always come out here and catch some bluegill and cichlids. We're in Florida, but instead of doing that, I just fed them today. So I just fed the fish in my backyard and kind of watching the sunset with my boy Blue. And see, and I've been down here for about 33 years, and I haven't been attacked by a bird yet. They'll actually, some of them will come up and eat out of your hand. It's pretty cool watching them do that. But I don't let them eat out of my hand because their beak, as you know, is awful sharp. And I was stupid once. I was out there holding up French fries with seagulls coming down, and I wouldn't say one pierced me real bad, but one came down there, got a fry, and cut my finger with his beak. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sight down here. That's all we're doing. Just feeding the fish and watching the sunset. And hoping my gator would come out. We've had a cool front down here, so the gator's kind of hiding and taking cover. But hey, I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate you coming in, even though I'm not fishing. Do what? Oh. I'm coming.
That one in there almost all the way, but I can't push it in there. Just push it in. Yeah, that's good.
What you gotta do?
I'll just push that one in, but Can't push it in there. It just pops in. Careful, don't lean on that part of it.
I'm not. I'm not leaning hard on it. There.
Yeah. You manhandled her. I mean, tighten it back up.
Flimsy, flimsy.
Well, it wasn't. It was standing straight, and then when we put those on there, you kind of,
I gave the what for?
well, you leaned on it. We got it.
Well, that was loose as a goose. Loosey goosey.
Had them on tight. I did. I swore.
Yeah.
I already did that one.
Yeah, you did the top one.
Well, I had to do them again.
Oh, they lock. The feet locks.
They are locked. That's why they wasn't rolling.
Those back ones don't lock.
Well, you're not good for putting it on the front only. I didn't even realize it.
Huh.
They probably should have went on the back, but it don't matter.
There's my organizer for my jig stuff.
White pad.
That's going right over there. I'm invading your space.
You want me to take them out?
Nope. That's good right there.
Don't make any more messes. I done cleaned up there.
We'll definitely make messes. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. I think it'll help you keep everything, get it out of that box on the table and have it organized a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, I make crappie jigs and stuff, so right now all my stuff's in a box. I got all my stuff in a box. So much stuff in there. Gets on my nerves. Gets on my nerves, so.
Those are nice little drawers.
They're very nice. I might have to go get maybe a little more food. I was out there doing I usually do a fishing feed. I fish in the evening times and feed them afterwards, but I had hand surgery, carpal tunnel surgery. It's not a bad surgery, but I can't fish for a while. Can't fish for a while. It's a bummer. Birds are hungry. It's going to be a beautiful moonrise tonight. There's the moon. No fighting on the camera.
That's when they need to fight.
Y'all be nice. I put some food out here, so they're already eating. They're already eating out here. Did. It's gonna be a nice little sunset. I think them clouds is there's gonna be some really pretty pink and purple colors tonight, maybe. See what that's. Yeah.
Plane crashed at Standerford Field. They got Great Lane all the way from Crooked and Stooges, all shut down
Huh.
indefinitely.
Huh. That's kind of a little distance. What's going on, Jerry? I had hand surgery. We're all good. So I'm out for a week or two. I can still move it and all that, but my fingers is all numb. I feel to be. I can't use my strong hand. I ain't got no strong hand. So we're just out here feeding the fish. I think it's gonna be a pretty sunset out here with the purple and pink skies tonight. My wife was making fun of me. She said, "You ain't got no strong hand no more." Yes, dear, I know. And Gray, Blue, or whatever we call him, and the white bird there, not peg leg, that's another one. They was fighting a minute ago over territory. I forgot to get hot dogs to feed them. They can't eat fish now because I can't fish. Poor things. Yep, I had my left hand done back in April, I think. Not April, shit. July. My left hand was really bad. It was bad, and that took a while to heal, and it's still to today a little tender. Now this one here wasn't as bad, but I want to go ahead and get it done too before it got worse. I didn't want it to get no worse, that's for sure, because they can heal the existing, they can't heal the past damage. And this hand here, my left hand, both of these fingers, the middle finger and the pointer finger and my thumb, I have a feeling will always stay numb because I just let that go way too long, and it was, I would say, permanent nerve damage in there. But the burning is gone, so I can actually sleep at night without waking me up 5 or 6 times a night burning like fire. Oh, that was such a relief. Now my right hand's done, so that's all I cared about was the burning. I just couldn't take it no more. I was ready to go to the doctor and tell him to cut my hands off. That's how bad it was. And when you wake up 6, 7 times a night and it's just feel like you got your hand laying on a hot plate, it is brutal. So I was almost to that point. There's an osprey. There's an osprey. That's cool. It's gonna be a really bright moon tonight. Red Pepper. Welcome in, Red Pepper. I'm just out here feeding my fish behind the canal, behind the house here. We watched the sunset a minute ago. Waiting for that sun to go down a little bit further to illuminate the sky with the purples and pinks and all the pretty colors. There's the osprey again. He's back. Oh, there's two of them. There's two ospreys out here now. They're either mating or fighting or something, but I'd say they're mating because that's what eagles does. They get up there and they lock talons, and I don't know what the scientific factor is behind that, but I love eagles. I posted that on a video. I was in an orange grove delivering fertilizer, and there was a bald eagle sitting in the treetop. So I stopped and videoed it, and it took off flying. He sat pretty. He let me have a couple pictures of him. I posted that on my page. I've yet to get a good video of the ospreys locking talons up in the air. That would be awesome. Yes, Florida. We're in South Florida. South Florida. Yes, it was a bright moon. Oh, Jerry, I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, I hope you didn't have a piece of fin break off inside your finger. You will. I had it, and that's what that scar right there is from. See that scar going from bottom? Where we at here? Focus, focus, focus. From bottom here all the way up here and right there. When I had my pay lake up there in Kentucky, I was tagging for money, just a little channel cat, maybe a pound. And as I was putting the tag on his back, that little feisty sucker, he got to flopping, and my hand slipped because it was cold that day, and I didn't have a really good grip on him. And when he turned back or flopped sideways or something, his side fin went straight in that finger, straight in there, all the way back here. Well, I think that's the way it was. Maybe it was back up. Yeah, it was back up. And when I was pulling the fin out, I just ripped it out because that's just natural reaction. Look at Steve Irwin, poor guy. That's what he did. It was natural reaction. You get stung, you rip it out. Creates more damage than what it is. But anyway, I thought I had got it. I pulled a piece out, but there was still a little bitty sliver in there, and I found that out about 3 weeks later when I went to use the hammer, and the hammer handle was knocking against this side right there, right up here, and it was very sharp pain. And then it started swelling. So season was over. About 6 months later, I went up there and had it x-rayed. Went to my doctor. She x-rayed it, put the x-ray thing on the board. She goes, I don't see nothing. I said, what is that right there? I said, hell, I'm not a doctor and I can see that. She goes, oh, I don't think it's nothing, da da da. I said, I don't pay you to think, okay? I want to know what's going on. So, of course, I myself had to go to a hand specialist, gave him the x-rays. He goes, oh, yeah, you got a foreign object in your finger. I said, yeah, I got a catfish fin in my finger. Well, upon surgery, the fin actually growed into the nerve, and it was like an extra bump coming off the nerve. It had formed itself together. So I had to have nerve reconstruction going on. So that kind of sucked. So yeah, be careful with it, man. If you feel any kind of jibber jabbing pain after it heals a little bit, get that thing checked out. You don't want to go along with that. I have not seen Bama bass. Void caster. I am not catching anything. I had hand surgery, so all I'm doing now is just feeding my fish and watching that beautiful sunset back there with the going to be some pretty pink skies when that sun reflects off the clouds. That's what we're doing right now. No, we're talking about a catfish fin, Void. It's them catfish. I had one stuck in my finger. Stingray sting. I don't know. I heard they're pretty bad. I've never had a stingray to sting me. I think I got it. Oh, just badly swollen. Epsom salt. Yep, that's right. You're right. He digs. That's what I said. He did die with a stingray. I'm saying that as natural reaction, we pull the sting out of ourselves instead of just letting it in there and cutting it off, and it's just natural reaction. I appreciate it, Void. Thank you very much for the prayers. Really do. Believe we will be okay. What's going on? ROB. You know, I know who you are. Are you fishing with a guy named Rowan? Am I right? Did I get that right? Real text. Oh, okay, I got you. Yes, yeah. Yep, you're right. Saw you yesterday. Exactly. Thanks for showing up, bud. Just out here jibber jabbering, feeding the fish. We was feeding the fish. They done ate now, and we're watching the moon on one side. It's going to be a very bright moon, and we're watching the sunset on another. Just the evening ruckus that goes on. The birds flying across the sky. I was hoping my alligator would come out and give a presence, but he lives over there. I don't think he'll come out and make a presence. Garth, how you doing? Won't be too long. These mosquitoes will be coming out, and I'll be flying with the ducks. You know what I mean? Because these son of a guns, they will pick you up, carry you off, spit you out, and they're little gangsters down here. Yeah, I subbed to him. I checked out some of his videos already. Hold on a minute. He's in Georgia. Who's in Georgia? Who's in Georgia? You're right. They are waiting for dinner. My fat ass is gonna feed them good, I'm sure. No, they ain't either. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be taking cover. I'm gonna put my helmet on, get my coveralls on, my face mask. You know the drill. You know what? I'm gonna go up there and get some hot dogs for them, and but they love hot dogs, so we'll feed them hot dogs in the meantime. Bama Bass is in Georgia. All right, Bama Bass. Bama Bass. Is that his page? I'll check him out. Oh, Jerry, trust me, I will be fishing before 2 weeks. I gotta get this hand going. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Had a carpal tunnel surgery. Nothing too major. I had it done on my left hand, so we got it done on the right hand. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I was out here feeding the fish earlier, and they done ate. They got full. My bird's pissed off. He wants some food. The white bird, he disappeared. He's like, dude, you ain't gonna give me no food? I ain't just come out here to hang out. That ain't how we roll. I come up, get food, and out. Man. Kind of like some of your friends. They come over, they eat your food, drink your beer, and go home. Ain't that a bitch? No, no, I didn't bring nothing. You just told me to bring myself. Yeah, you're right. At least bring some mayonnaise or some ketchup or something. Oh, Lordy. I'm out of fish food, and it's 50-pound bag, and I forgot to get some yesterday, so I couldn't get it today because the wife can't lift that. So I'm just settling with now cat food. They like it too. They like it too. Appreciate it, dog tags. I really do, my friend. You know what's funny about that? I went through usually 3 knives a year. And this knife here, it's lasted me quite a while because I haven't cleaned as many fish. Because I don't need to keep them in my freezer now, because if I want a fish dinner or something like that, I'll go out there and catch some fish. I usually don't keep fish here behind the house. I consider them my pets. Yeah, it might sound a little weird, but these are my babies. It took me a while to get them up here because this place was dead. They sprayed all the grass in behind the house, and I didn't have nothing, so I made shelter myself with rocks and trees and limbs and bricks, and you know the drill. So I got me a nice little habitat out there, and they're in there. Now I just need some crappie to show up. I think I've got a bass or two. I got some wild shiners in there, a couple of them. I caught one last month. Bringing everything in the freezer, Bubby. I bet you that'd be one hell of a shindig, wouldn't it? I'm bringing all the tater tots I got, fella. We're gonna have a showdown. Hell yeah. Well, don't be scared of me. We got you. We got you something coming on over here. Wonder if it's got a smell.
Put some in there.
I know it. Does it got a smell? You smell it?
It smells like grass.
Huh.
Silverback.
Rivers. That's what? Yeah, it's my dad's old boat. I inherited that, and I won't get rid of it.
Get away from where I've got it, so maybe she'll go in.
Maybe. It's a 96 Stratus. Runs like a scalded dog. Original trolling motor and everything. I've replaced the seats and I did a little hand painting job. Say hi. I don't think the cat will be over there soon. I figured that sun would pop them colors out.
There wasn't no colors tonight.
I like pork and fish. Fish is one of my favorites, man. I could eat fish all the time. I understand. Sometimes I'll do voice on phone and it comes out all kinds of jacked up, and I'm like, yeah, we better not send that one. We better not send that one. Welcome in, Khalid. Khalid Lansari. Pretty sure I got the Lansari right. Khalid Lansari. Did I pronounce that right? Khalid. Thank you, Grumpy. I'll be out for a week or two. We had carpal tunnel hand surgery today, so we'll just pretty much come out here in the evening times and feed the fish and watch the sunset. And these next few days, we'll watch the moon rise. Sunset and moonrise, man. And hopefully, I don't know, it's cold front that came through. It's got the gator jacked up, so he ain't been out in a few days. Several days, actually. I don't think I seen him. My wife seen him last week. She got a video of it. I might post that video on my page. I forgot about that.
Go get the catnip.
So yeah, y'all check out my page, like and subscribe to the channel. I got a bunch of videos on there, some cool, some stupid, some reality, some just goofy as hell. We just do all kinds of silly stuff. I need to start making a few instructional videos. I appreciate everybody coming in. Yeah, Peg Leg ain't showed up, man. I appreciate you coming in. Go have some dinner. Hope it's good. We're getting ready to have beans, cornbread, and I don't know what kind of meat we're gonna have, but that's what we're gonna do. Northern Cali, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Yeah, Northern Cali is everywhere. Hey, if you subscribe to my channel and throw a comment out there, I'll subscribe back. I don't think I have subscribed to you yet. I haven't. I don't know what your page number is, and if you tell me, I'll forget. So just leave a comment and I'll get back with you. But we were just out here feeding the fish, watching the sunset, watching the moon rise, watching my bird. My strong hand ain't strong no more. My strong hand ain't strong no more. It's just there. I'm goofy. I'm goofy as hell. Man. Appreciate you, Northern Cali. Who else? So I missed somebody. It is what it is. I'm married. I'll let you answer that question, my friend. But hey, appreciate you stopping in. Hey man, you keep on talking like that, you're gonna get up out this channel real quick and in a hurry. Like now, I'm all about a good time and doing my thing, but we don't talk like that around here. So if you can't be respectful, just get the hell on out of here, bro. We don't do all that game. Or we can stay here and be cool and drink a beer. Your choice. Just control your attitude and language around here. We're good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, you know what? I get your humor. I got it. I understand. Trust me. I do what I do. But that's the yeah, that don't happen either. So if I took you wrong, I'm sorry. I got you. All right, cool. But yeah, just don't say that kind of stuff on here, man. I got kids watching, you know what I'm saying? We just don't need that. We just kind of keep it civil. I appreciate it. I didn't mean no disrespect or didn't mean to get upset with you. I just, you know. Anyway, that was in the past. So how you doing tonight? You doing all right? What you got going on? What you got going on? Hell, that was 15 minutes ago, man. I ain't gonna scroll back and read that, but I appreciate it anyway, man, for real. It is what it is. It seems like I've seen you before, for real. Where have I seen you at? Where are you from? What other... Oh, that was a good fish right there. Whatever it was jumped up. Good afternoon, Vilgrim. Welcome in, buddy. We're just out here feeding the fish, or was feeding the fish. They done ate now. So we're just kind of getting the rays of the sunset on one side. There's going to be a bright moon on the other side. I eat fish, man. I eat a lot of fish. Omega 3s. I ain't got no problem with fish oils, man. I eat a lot of fish. We'll see you, Jerry. Appreciate you, man, stopping by. I want to get some underwater lights myself. It's dark down here. I've got electricity right there, so I would have to probably dig a trench somehow. How you rig yours up? Let me know how you rig yours up. I don't know how many feet it is from edge to edge, but I would like to set out maybe 3 to 4 green lights and probably take them out about maybe 5 foot off the seawall here. Is it the green lights or the white lights? Because I'm going to rig the LED white lights on the side of Mom's pontoon when we go out night fishing this year. They run lights on the side of the boat out there at nighttime with a generator, a little small, quiet generator. It's for walking. Okay, all right. It is what it is. Would you go somewhere? Where you at? Where you from? I know I've seen you in other channels before. Where'd you say you was from? The LED. Okay, yeah, I got 4 or 5 of those. I wish I had some lily pads or some kind of grass here, and I would run me some PVC pipe and screw it into the concrete cap there and run me some LED lights like that going into the water. Hold the fish. Here comes the skeeters. We're going to chit chat in the garage. Skeeters are coming out.
What?
Skeeters are coming out.
Yeah, I was out there and one got on me. I had to come in.
Yeah. No, not you, my dog tags. I was talking about it is what it is that was in here. I've seen him somewhere else. I don't know. I think he's gone now. Yeah, I know where we met. Yeah. Yep, I got you. So have you recouped from Mickey Mouse disease yet? uh, did you recoup from the funk? They done raised their prices again, dude. I seen it online where they raised their prices again. I said, me personally, all my kids is grown. They're in their 30s and done gone. But I don't see how. Seriously, unless you got a really good job, I don't see how anybody affords that stuff, dude. It's nuts. My gosh, it's crazy. I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Shit. I'd still be out there doing the whole showing my feet only fan things. Yay. I would still be doing that for real. Whew. And after, I don't know, what was you down here, a week almost? After a week of it, I might have to put both feet on there, you know what I'm saying? And maybe start twinkle toeing together. Something. Oh. IP67 fully sealed lights. They created the 50 watt because I requested it. They owe me. They owe you royalties. Hell yeah. $25 Union. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I know they do. They owe you royalties, man. Shit, they, you know, hey. Yeah, I knew it'd be a. Really?
Jet fuel went everywhere. They put a stay in place 5 mile radius all the way around, which is all the way to Shopper.
I didn't know Ford was close to Bowman Field.
It ain't Bowman Field.
Oh, Standiford Field.
Yeah.
I thought you said Bowman Field earlier.
No, I said at the airport.
I know.
TJ shared it, but I'm seeing pictures and there's more than
The
just
cat
airport.
is watching the bird, so he's giving me what for.
Somebody just shared a minute ago a video of it when it was happening. I guess they were on Grammys.
I just got these cheapies off Amazon for the pontoon. IP66. Huh. I wonder how far off that is from yours. IP66. They're all IP66. Let me look at my other one here. There's my cheapy green light. I don't know about that one. It might be, I don't know how confident I'll be about that one, but I got my towels. I don't know what the fourth one is. Got a depth finder in there. Oh, that's a double pack right there. So there's the 4. IP66 is what these are. IP66. What's going on, Ronan? What's going on? I agree with the whole giving it to your kids, their dog tags. Yep. Trust me, I still do that today, and they're grown. Now it's the grandkids, and I got 7. So they're always hitting me up for, I need hair money, I need this, I need that, I need. Light setups, 2 years, selling them for about 120 a pop. Hell yeah. Didn't make much, but it was a hobby. Yep. I never went on vacation as a kid, so I made sure every year my kids got a great vacation. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It's more about the ceiling material. I gotcha. I gotcha. Well, all the people that I know that has the lights on their pontoons down here, the northerners come down and crappie fishes. They've pretty much told me what to get. See, me from Kentucky, we never did this kind of lights around the pontoon or 65 pole holders around the pontoon with jig poles. I'm still not going to do that. Well, maybe I will a few, but I like my rod and reel. I'm a caster. When I crappie fish, either one, I'm trolling crappie jigs, or two, I'm casting the banks for bluegill and cichlids and stuff like that that's on the bed or in the grass or something like that. Just sitting there, running the generator with lights, looking at bobbers, it's I'm not going to say it's boring because it is effective with the lights coming up. I'm going to have a couple of green lights out too, probably one in the front and one in the back where my boat batteries are. So I'll have green lights and the white lights. So all them shad and minnows and stuff will come up, and it's just going to be a productive year. But I'm just not used to it, so it's going to take a little progress. I don't know. The only thing I know to run these lights, it's got a plug. Is I'm going to run. I'm just going to run little 5 plug extension cords. I'm gonna have one main extension cord, probably two coming out of the generator, and then I'm gonna have a plug, and then go up about 10 more feet with another little extension cord and run another plug, and that'll work one side of the boat and turn around and do the other side. And I'm gonna have a total of 8 lights, 4 on the left and 4 on the right. And that's about what I'm gonna do.
It caught fire at takeoff and exploded. Just an hour ago in Louisville. Louisville is covered in black smoke right now.
You have almost one of the, well, I ain't gonna say almost. You've got one of the best crappie lakes there in Mississippi. And they have monsters in that lake. Uh, Alabama, up there in Cedar Bluff, Lake Weiss. That is a very good crappie lake, but it's a very dangerous lake too. It's got boulders, it's got stumps, it's bad. Um, Lake Granada, me personally, I don't know if I could do that muddy water. It never gets clear. It is a natural muddy water lake, and I would have a hard time figuring that out. My buddies from Kentucky, they go down there all the time, and they fish that lake, and I don't know how to do it. I couldn't do it. Oh my Lord! Look at this, guys. This is in Louisville, Kentucky. It is a plane that was taken off at Standerford Field and caught fire
And exploded.
and exploded and threw fuel everywhere. The Ford
I think
plant.
Yeah.
That's the Ford plant. It looks like Ford plant. There's not very many houses, but there's a lot of businesses around there that caught fire, disintegrated. There's look at that. That's in Louisville, Kentucky, at the airport. Caught fire, exploded. There's the picture. Hang on a second.
That's at the airport right there.
That's at the airport there. Be seen miles away.
That's the one where it shows the whole crash.
Here shows the whole crash.
Bro, hold on. I think it's gonna crash, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wow.
They are dead, bro.
Dude. Huh. That's crazy. There. Look at that wall. Look at that wall cloud there.
Oh, yeah. God, man.
It's off in the distance there somewhere there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
crazy.
the same video.
We have 3.
Oh, it was a UPS plane.
A UPS plane?
No,
Huh?
it's just showing
No, that ain't a UPS plane.
that. That's what it
Let's
says.
see. A UPS plane reportedly crashed near a Louisville, Kentucky airport. Massive amounts of smoke were seen on video, and the injuries has been reported.
And injuries have been
Yeah.
reported. So let's see. TJ.
Huh. Wow, UPS. I'll be damn.
That's
That's
bad.
crazy.
Where am
That's some crazy footage right there.
something really cool?
Oh, there's Ford.
There's Ford. There's the Ford plant, and it's
Right next
almost
to it.
right on it.
It's a, yeah.
Did you know that?
My goodness. That's crazy.
It's the same video.
It's always
Some more pictures of it there. I mean, that's a wide spread. There's several businesses there, I'm sure. That,
Businesses and houses.
what would
Like that's Ford right there. Look at that.
but what would houses be around that
It.
area?
There's houses
There's not a whole.
all 3rd Street. All that over there. There's houses on Grade Lane and.
You know that one house that sits by itself? I
Uh,
wonder what that was, but
but when that did that, it sprayed jet fuel everywhere, and it went furlable. No, that's bad.
They set the Kroger on fire on Big Butt today.
set the Kroger on fire. There's some houses on fire. That's a big ass fire right there. Whew. Yeah, Granada Lake, that would be cool to go to, but it would take me a while. With that muddy water, I would definitely have to throw some dark colored jigs. But some of my buddies go down there and they go in the backwaters and wade fish. They'll take their duck boat and go back in the back around April and May, and they'll go back in the backwaters and get out and wade, fish around them trees and them roots and stuff. You're right. Yeah, 100 fish. Yeah, when the bite's on, 100 fish ain't nothing. It's just a drop in the bucket.
It was the Kroger on Dixie that caught on fire today.
Um,
Look at this stupid ass. Somebody caught the paper towel, toilet paper all on fire at Kroger today on Dixie Highway.
when our season actually gets hopping and doing good here, you go out there hour and a half, 2 hours, and a one man limit's 25, two man limit's 50, but you'll have 25 fish in 30, 45 minutes. I mean, it's just that quick. And you'll ask people if they want them, and they'll say, no, I don't want them. I'll catch my own fish, because even though you give them to somebody, if the game warden catches you with those fish and yours, you're in trouble. So usually I'll wait till I pull my boat out of the water on the boat ramp, and then I'll ask somebody if they want them. You've never been crappie fishing. Okay. All right. Let's see. Absolutely, 3 or 4 pounds. See, we don't, and this is odd. Down here in Florida, where we're at, if you catch a if you catch a 14, 15-inch crappie, that's a big crappie down here. For some reason, this lake is 36 miles long, 32 miles wide, and for some reason, it's just so many crappie in here. They don't get what I call big. Well, when we say big, we're talking like like 3 and 4 pounders. No, I have yet to see it. The biggest one that I've seen here in my region area may be 2.5 pounds. And people's talking about it. So yep. And we'll go out there and we'll catch. I mean, you catch your limit. At that time, if you have to measure them, they're too small. All right, 10-inch limit. 10 inches is they got to be at least 10 inches. But if you have to measure those, throw them back because you're going to be catching them 12 to 14 inches. Period. So we just throw them back, and I don't even get my measuring board out at that time. I'm doing it now because I'm wanting some crappie to eat, so I'll get my board out. And the ones who right now with this, with the food shortage and all this stuff, I am measuring them and I am keeping them, but I'm giving them away to people on the bank that bank fishes that, wants fish to eat. So I'll give them to them. That's the only reason why I'm keeping them and measuring them myself. Yeah, they're so abundant down here. It done. I think it's stunting their growth. And can you believe? Check this out. I'll make a post on Facebook down here, to our groups down here saying, "Hey, I caught this amount. I caught 15 crappie. I don't want them. I want to give them away to somebody who needs them or wants them, who appreciate them." Can you believe the amount of people who will sit there and tell me, "Well, I don't know why you're keeping the resources if you're not going to eat them. Why don't you just throw them back?" My description clearly says, if you want them and need them, you can have them. That's just how many assholes is out here in the world, man. It's not like I do it every day. I do it on the weekends, but hey, it is what it is. I don't let them bother me. I just think it's selfish, to them people for not looking at that moment. The what?
But it was all those cars we were seeing is junkyard thing. Look at this.
Check this video, guys. This is at. Where's that at?
Well, that's right there at Grade Lane. Isn't that Stooges right there?
No. Stooges would sit on the. Oh, hey, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's the recycling center
Yeah.
there. Okay, yeah,
All
that is
that.
Stooges.
So look.
AB Reds, I
Yeah.
bet caught him. Well, he ain't there no more. Huh?
Well, I think he is. I think he just went to Knop Lane.
Holy cow. Yep, that's a bunch of businesses on.
I mean, you think of what's behind there from the airport
That is
to
industrial
there.
park
That's
right
a
there.
huge area.
Yep, that's a big industrial park right there. That. Oh my lord, that's crazy.
Grade A.
Grade
Grade
A.
A.
Grade A auto parts, recycling center, and they sell car parts and everything. That's crazy.
Crazy. I ain't seeing no more. Well, you know, you can eat if you go get your food. Go get your food. How come you stop talking?
They pretty much quit talking now.
Oh.
Say hi. Yeah, I don't let people bother me when they say I'm, just throwing back and all that stuff. Hey, you know what? It don't matter. I'm just going to keep giving them to who we giving them to.
The one that TJ showed.
I'll tell you what. Here's what I do with a lot of crappie and a lot of fish. I put mine in the air fryer.
Blowing up.
And
gonna blow up. Boom.
I like air fried fish.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it is.
Mosquitoes are eating left.
10 per day. Huh. I did not know that. Has it been like that for a while, or is that actually been that way for a minute? Did they just change that, or has it always been that way? I might not even be pronouncing that right. Grenada. I've heard it two different sayings. I call it Grenada, like a grenade. Lake Gunnersville. One of my buddy's parents lives on Gunnersville, and they do really good with crappie and catfish, and hell of a lot of bass. Gunnersville kind of reminds me of Kentucky Lake. I used to fish Kentucky Lake a lot, and when I was fishing bass tournaments back in my earlier years, and we qualified for the classics in Kentucky Lake, and that was the first time that I've been on Kentucky Lake when we qualified for the classics. And not knowing that lake can get kind of hairy, and when we set out, we had 400 boats in our classic, and we put out 4 ramps. They took 100 boats and put them in 4 different ramps, and the ramp we put in at was a very good ramp. We actually put out a Moore's Resort, and it wasn't too bad. But you get out there in front of Moore's, where Big Bear mouths out to the lake, there's a ridge, like a shallow sandbar, that runs out on there. And at that particular time, when our classic was, the water was down about 2 foot. And 2 foot on that lake, especially Barkley Lake, we didn't venture over there very far, but there was several boats that lost lower units because Barkley Lake is just shallow. It's a bad lake. But since 2004, so they just changed it. Okay. But yeah, we was running across there, running about 62, 63 mile an hour, and we was going over there to Pisgah Bay, and not knowing, I seen the channel marker coming out, but I was just on the inside just a little bit, but I thought I was far enough away. But when I was running across there, I was hauling ass, and I was up on plane. I only draw about 8 and 9 inches of water, when I'm up on plane. But when I went across there, I felt a bump, bump, and that was it. So that point came all the way out to that channel marker, and then it dropped off to about 8 foot. So when I felt that bump, boom, and got on the other side into the channel, I backed it off, I spun around, and we burned them fish up on that point. And we caught probably, gosh, I don't know, 150 bass easy on that point. And we were just Carolina rigging at that time. And when it was coming off and dropped off, but none of them was no size. They was all about, good Lord, 13, 14 inches. I mean, they was just having a feeding frenzy right there, getting ready for fall, I guess, because it was about October when our classic was, right before Halloween. So they was up there feeding, but never could find no big bag of fish. But the fish catches was amazing. I don't know where the big ones was. People was bringing in 20-pound sacks, and I just couldn't figure it out. I was like, good gosh, I mean, out of all these fish, you would think one big one would be in there somewhere. So I was rattle trapping, I was Carolina rigging, I was in the back of the coves, I was out on the main lake points, I was on the drops of the channel, the river channel, the creek channel. I did everything I knew to do. But I don't know, I was just not in the right place at the right time. Heck yeah, they was stacked. They were stacked in there. And after that classic, now we did catch some really nice bass on the marina docks and stuff, throwing a jig, and we was jigging in there, and we did catch some nice bass, and we had several good fish that we hooked up on, but they would wrap around the wooden pole, and we was using 65-pound braid around them docks, and they'd get hung up, and they knew their territory. They get wrapped up, and we couldn't get them out. So that was a bummer. But we had some nice, I would say 5-6 pound fish. But that's nor here nor there. This lake down here has got some giants in it too, but I'm going to venture out. I personally don't like the lake because I'm leery of the lake down here. I don't know the lake very much. It's a shallow lake. Now that I have the tow package on my insurance, if I get stuck, they'll tow me out. I might get out there and venture out a little bit more. But we have rock shoals, we have reefs, we have stuff that you need to watch. But the lake being up about 1.5 feet now from normal pool, you can pretty much run this lake about anywhere. And you get in on the inside grass line out here, you need to be idling and watching yourself. But the fish is starting to come up, the bass is starting to come up. They spawn for a while. They'll spawn starting now. They're starting to move up and spawn now, actually. They'll spawn now all the way up to about February and March. And there's going to be some big fish. With that moon phase coming up and that big old bright moon right there, and it shines this area here, it's gonna be nice. Yep. We're in Kentucky, them bass spawns March and April. March, April, May. They start coming up in March and they spawn April, May too. But where's oh my Lord. I need some light on this situation. Here we go. My alligator's not out there. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. You know, year round down here, we usually stay in the 70s, 60s. You know, January dip down in the 60s and early 70s. So, I mean, water stays a good consistent even in the wintertime. In at the coldest time in the 60s, maybe late 50s, but that's during a big cold front when they come in. So these fish feed year round. That's why they get so fat. But them crappie, they feed year round, but they don't. I just say there's so many in here. That's why when the northerners come down and they take out so many fish, a lot of people bitches about it, but that's what this lake needs. There's so many fish in this lake. When you take a boat taking 25 to 50, and some people's, you know, they're taking out hundreds. They ain't been caught by the game warden yet. God rest their soul if they do, because Florida game wardens, they don't play. Uh, the lake needs fish taken out because they done stunted their growth. I mean, it's, you know, you go to a lake and you don't catch a good 17, 18-inch crappie, that means there's too many crappie in that lake, especially a white crappie. You know, we have black crappie here. I think y'all do in Mississippi too. But the white crappie, they spawn, and they spawn, and they definitely reproduce a lot more and faster than black crappie does. I don't know the whole genetics behind that, but for some reason they spawn and reproduce more than black crappie. What's up, DCP? We're just yicky yakking. Exactly. You got to respect the growth and the limits. I mean, there's so much out here. It's absolutely crazy. And I just say they stunted their growth. You got both there? Yeah, I haven't seen a white crappie here yet. The only thing I've seen and caught is black crappie. I'm gonna turn this light out. So we're gonna have beans and cornbread and little smokies. See our Halloween lights? Ain't they cute? Well, fellas, I'm gonna hop off of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out, and we're gonna go in there and grab a bite and see what tomorrow holds. Hopefully, this numbness will come out of my fingers, and I might tie some jigs or do something tomorrow. So we'll be back out here tomorrow. So everybody have a good evening. This is the Florida room here. A little addition off the trailer here, and this is our little set and hangout. The screened in room. I guess it could be a dorm room. We kind of teach stuff.
It's
Okay.
a sit dormant room.
It's a sit dormant room. I could probably teach a few things. I'll do a couple of those videos one day. Just whatever people wants to know about. I mean, I've been holding a fishing pole since I was 2 years old, so
He lives, breathes, sleeps, eats, even surgery.
listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Check this out.
So he had his first hand done, his left hand, and they woke him up for recovery, and he got mad because they woke him up while he was dreaming that he was catching a fish. So when I come around there, he's got this sour look on his face. He's like, "They woke me up. I didn't get to catch my fish." So this time, he did it again, and I asked the nurse, "Was he fishing?" And she said, "Yeah, he was, but he told me not to tell his wife."
I don't have no idea why I would say not to tell my wife. I mean, it's what I do about every weekend.
It's he was born like in his brain when he was in his mother's womb. He literally had a fishing pole inside there, like trying to catch something in there.
You've
because
seen
he's
them
been
Facebook
fishing.
things on there where the fish is inside the brain and the
Yes.
wound. You know that's kind of one of them things. You know?
That's my hobby. Fishing 101.
But yeah, I could do something like that. It's just what works down here don't work up there, and what works, vice versa, and
Different waters,
different waters, different
stuff.
techniques, and lures, and colors, and weights, and
They don't call it catching, they call it fishing. It's all trial and error.
well, by gosh, I try to call it catching when I go fishing.
Yeah, all them heroes you see on TV catching them fish one right after another. It took them 5 days to get them.
Yeah, yeah. So when I start tying jigs, I just tie just all kinds of off the wall colors just to see what works the best. Not what works, but what works the best for the color water that I'm at. And that's pretty much what I stick with. And I tie one jig that's it's purple chartreuse, basically purple and chartreuse, and that is a jig that works about everywhere I have been. A 16th ounce. It even works on bluegill. That is pretty much a jig color that has worked. Purple and chartreuse and blue and chartreuse. Black and chartreuse. Those three colors right there has worked about every watercolor clarity that I have ever fished at.
No, that light was on the other side. That on this side.
What?
That light out there in the sky.
Well, that's because that's a
I hear you, Rob.
that looks too big to be a plane. I wonder if that's one of them SpaceX things. Look, honey.
Hang on just a minute. What we got?
That looks too big to be a plane.
No, that's a plane.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a plane with headlights on. He's kind of flying low. Might be coming to Okeechobee Airport.
Come off a big light.
Well, now them lights ain't so bright. They must have turned.
Yep,
something.
exactly. Now see, purple and chartreuse is my go-to.
It turned. It took off from probably West Palm.
That's a good deal, Carl. I'm just thinking at this moment. We just think all kinds of stuff. We think and apply, always thinking about what could be better, what could do better. Look at this moon. Look at the moon and how bright. I don't know if y'all can see how bright it is, but there's a full moon out there. Y'all can't see probably from camera, but it is light out here. I'm sure y'all can see it too. But I mean, this place is lit up. You don't even need a light to come out here. Yeah, I do tie a red shad jig. I have two different styles of red shad. So I'll do a like a gray and red chenille
Jane's gonna be going to work tonight.
with a red and gray mix tail. And on the head, I use either a glitter gray or a disco red head. All right, that's my two different styles there. And if I'm not using the gray, I'll use a like a black and red. I call it the U of L jig. It's black and red with red flash in it and a black head. That has been a really, I have not thrown one yet, but it has been a very, very interest friendly, popular jig that people have requested. And I have sold many of that color, but I have yet to throw it. I might, when I get this hand thing getting going, I'll throw my red and black jig. I only made one for myself. So
what kind of beans you like? Well, then I'll fix that. I guess I'll fix some rocks.
on my community page and my pictures, I'm pretty sure I may have posted the picture of that red, white, and black one, but if not, and if anybody's interested, you can go on Lake Okeechobee Crappie Club, and I post quite a bit on there. And Okeechobee is spelled O-K double E C-H-O B as in boy E-E. Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee Crappie Club. And there's a couple of groups in there that I post on. There's several guides in there that post and keeps you up to date to what's going on. If anybody travels down here to South Florida, you'll be able to see kind of some activity and stuff that happens. There's Okeechobee Spec Report. That's another group. And I post some jigs and stuff in there. Just different stuff that I come up with and tie around and fiddle fart around with. Yeah, that moon's gonna be nice. And here it is, a full moon. It's super calm back here. There's gotta be a big old bass laying in these rocks that I got planted out here. There's gotta be a big old bass out here and I can't fish.
No, you can't. Yeah, when you eat.
I'll just jig with my left hand. That's what I do anyway. Jig with my left, reel with my right. Ain't no pressure on that.
Yes.
You can hear it?
Yes,
Okay, all I hear.
I can hear the cat. All I can hear is meow, meow,
The cat's very vocal this evening. You do it pretty good. Do it again.
like a freaking bird that starts repeating what it hears because it's like meow, 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 meow.
Carl's sister got a place in Venice. We like Venice. That's the shark tooth place we go
Love
to up
Venice.
there. Venice and Casperson and all that there, and we go there pretty bit.
Siesta Key,
Yep, Siesta Key.
Anna Marie Island.
We was in Anna Marie Island just a little while ago. Wasn't too much and too far back, and we were in Marco Island. I always want to say Morocco for some reason. I have no idea. Marco Island. And they're calling this the groundhog moon. Huh,
I
groundhog
don't know
moon.
which moon it is. It's a full bright moon.
It's a bright one. Definitely that. Now set up a cane pole pulley. There you go. Now when I catch one, I'll just holler for my wife, tell her to come down here and reel it in for me. Or at least lift it out of the water. But being right-handed though, I only reel with my right hand. I don't lift anything with my right hand. It's always my left. So when I lift the fish out, it's my left hand.
So, the reason you have the problem you have and had to get it
It's
fixed
the reeling.
was because of the carpal tunnel. Don't you think you might want to let it heal before you go trying to do what messed it up to begin with?
No, they just cut that tendon so there's nothing there to mess up again.
Okay, I'm done. Hey,
Who's on my side here?
see, look, you know what? I need to just talk to this right here.
Actually, there's several people on here that said, take it easy.
Can't tell you nothing.
Fishing's my drug.
It's worse than any kind of heroin addiction or anything like that. Well, no, because you do work and you do your responsibilities first. But the whole time you're working and doing them responsibilities, you're thinking or talking about fishing.
I'm in these orange groves and I'm looking at these canals and I'm going, dude, what is in there? That's crazy. And I don't take a fishing pole with me for that reason.
He would be fishing the canals.
It's just one of them things. There you go. Same here.
What's that?
The guy said same here.
Oh.
The same way.
But I accept it and love it, so that's what it is.
Oh man. But yeah, it's right now my finger's so numb right now because they shot it up full of medicine. I couldn't feel nothing right now. I'm starting to get feeling back now on my pointer finger and my thumb and part of my middle finger. But my ring finger and my pinky finger, it's still numb, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. I say throughout the night, numbness to get better, so I'll come out here and probably tie some jigs tomorrow, and I'll probably go live on that and fiddle fart around with that. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm gonna hop off here. We're gonna eat some dinner. So everybody have a good night from the crew. My
Have a
lovely
good night.
lovely wife says bye. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. Thank you very much.